This is a map of Native American languages at the time of European contact, and as you can see, there weren't any languages spoken in large swaths of the eastern United States. So what's going on here? Obviously people lived in these places, but why don't we know anything about the people who lived there? Probably the biggest reason for our gap in knowledge is European diseases. The vast majority of Native Americans in any given region had died from European diseases long before Europeans ever made a major presence there. And one really good example of that is the story of the first Thanksgiving in Plymouth Colony in Massachusetts. The reason that the Pilgrims settled where they did in Massachusetts is because they found an abandoned village called Patuxet. 4 years prior, an epidemic had spread through the village and killed pretty much everyone. So because the land was already cleared, it made it much easier for them to build their settlement there. And that's why the man named Tisquantum, who history knows as Squanto, was in the area, because he had come back to his village of Patuxet only to find that everyone in the area had died. But because he had spent time as a Spanish slave and then lived in England for a little while, he spoke English, so he served as an interpreter between the Pilgrims and the local Wampanoag people. That story is a really good example of how entire communities were ravaged and wiped out by European diseases before the Europeans themselves ever arrived in the area.